Welcome back, JRDA Championships 2023. This is the third place game in the Open Division. Columbia Junior Rollers and Des Moines Derby Brats. Following this, the championship doubleheader with the female division and open division respectively. But first, yes, the third place game here in the open division. My name is Standby. You're here at the right place, right time for more of the best roller derby you'll see anywhere. Past, present, future, all the cliches. Yes, the future is now here in the Junior Roller Derby Association. Columbia Junior Rollers from Columbia, South Carolina. Des Moines Derby Brats from Des Moines, Iowa. The final S is silent. As other announcers have been told, I thought it was, but I wasn't an authority on that. Though I know some people who say Illinois also, and I know that's wrong. So glad you're with us wherever you are. If you could not make it here to Metropolitan, D.C., glad you're watching us here on the official JRDA YouTube. The only place to see JRDA champs. And off we are with Yeti and Tackleberry. Pivot to the penalty box. Yeti with lead for Columbia. And calling it quickly, not leaving anything to chance. Just that quickly, two blockers for Des Moines in the penalty box. So Columbia with the advantage. Yes, good sporting there at Columbia with the advantage on this next jam. Always 30 seconds between jams. CJR. Almost had a flashback and thought they were saying CQS. No. CJR. Bug with lead over Miggy. Whoa, spinning through and calling it. Was it in time? The jam is not over until the fourth whistle blast. That's why they continue to skate. And the two blockers for Des Moines still in the box, though they are standing, so that means they have fewer than 10 seconds to serve. Yes, first 4 points on the board, and that is it. Playing two 30-minute halves, 28-20 to go in the first, here in the third place game of the Open Division. Killman and Fun Size. And it is Killman with lead. But once a jammer breaks through the pack, they're eligible to score no matter what order they are, but only the lead jammer can call off the jam. Strictly defensive formation, and again, coming out to the last possible moment. 1 point for Des Moines, 3 for Columbia. That's how quickly it can be. 7-1. Penalty box clear, 5-1-5, 4 blockers and 1 jammer per team. You also see the pivot with the stripe in their helmet. They can take over for the jammer if the jammer passes a star. Seen that only a few times this weekend. Some teams more apt to do that than others. Yeti versus Tackleberry. This is a rematch from the first jam. And spinning through, Tackleberry lead jam for Des Moines. Eligible to score 1 point on each opposing blocker you pass. Passing the hips is what counts. And anyone in the penalty box automatically scored upon as each new scoring trip begins. Columbia with 2 blockers in the box sitting. Des Moines with 1 blocker in the box standing. 4 points there, making 5 for Des Moines. Columbia holding at 7. 26-28 in the period. To decide third place in the Open Division. Bug and Miggy. This is a rematch of jam number 2. I'm starting to see a pattern here. And lead for Bug. Kind of back and forth, at least the last few jams on lead calls. Oh, jam carries on. The jammers met each other in the far straightaway, and Miggy overtaking Bug. Sometimes you, as we say often, sometimes you give up 1 to take 2, but this jam is a wash, 4-4. And if you're overtaken, that actually, if you cannot draw a penalty, is the best possible situation. Just end with no harm at all. 25-15 in the period, entering jam number 6. Des Moines, high-scoring jam, 4 points. The last 2 jams it was. Bing Bong and Fun Size. 5-on-5, penalty box is clear. Penalty box in turn number 1 for those watching closely. And Fun Size with the lead. When the jammer name flashes, they have lead. Jammers approach inside. Oh, now more defense right there by the whistle. And Des Moines putting 3 points up. Columbia with, or rather 2. 3-2, net 1 for Columbia. 14-11, 3-point game, just like that. Hasn't been this close since jam number 2, or 1 for that matter. 24-12 in the period. Entering jam number 7 with Yeti and Tackleberry. Third time we've seen this matchup. Yeti with lead. Yeti 2 out of 3 on the lead jam calls against Tackleberry. Whoa! Not a complete scoring trip, but 3 points to show for Tackleberry. And again, Yeti had lead. That's how close it can be. Tie score. .23.5 minutes to go. Could be the game of the weekend. Who knows? Glad you're here. Bug versus Miggy. Third time we've seen this matchup. However, Miggy to the penalty box for a back block. Thug, or it's Bug rather, Thug Buggerson, full name, lead jammer, and power jam. Spinning through, staying in bounds for the first 4 points. Forearm also called. Des Moines with a blocker in the box. Minute 5 in the jam. Bug has control. When you come out of the penalty box, you pick up where you leave off. So that was the initial trip. 7 points so far for Bug, and jam called before the opposing jammer could approach. 11 unanswered points for Columbia, 25-14. And that is the highest scoring jam of the game for either team. Bug with 11. Bing Bong Fun Size once again. Both teams have the same jammer rotation. Fun Size called on a forearm, though. Bing Bong Power Jam still lead jam says open. No, it isn't. There you go. That makes it official. Scoring, calling it midstream. 3 points scored, 28 to Des Moines 14. That is a 2-jam, 14-point rally by CJR right now. The jammer is standing in a penalty box, so fewer than 10 seconds to serve. 2 Des Moines blockers in the box, so Columbia with the power start and an extreme advantage entering jam number 10. With Bug. Bug scoring 11 points previously. 19 points so far of the 28 for Columbia and lead. Everyone back in play now. Four points for Bug, calling the jam. 20 minutes to go in the first, 10 minutes elapsed. Another 30 minutes of derby after this. 2 Columbia blockers in the box, 1 for Des Moines. Thank you, Brent. 4 points scored, as we said, 32-14. The rally continues. It is 18 points over 3 jams now for Columbia. With Yeti and Tackleberry now. Again. Yes. Tackleberry with lead. Tackleberry's second lead today out of 4 jams. And already finishing the trip. Instant recovery. And another scoring trip complete. Jammers approaching together. Blocked out was Yeti. Careful not to cut track. Tackleberry on the scoring trip. And through. That is 12 for Des Moines. That's a high scoring jam of the game and definitely high scoring for Des Moines. Calling off the jam with, as it stands, 16-4, net 12 for the Des Moines Derby Brats, up to 30. 6-point game just like that. $18-10 to go in the first here in the third place game of the Open Division Junior Roller Derby Association Championships. Again, 16-4 in that last jam. Des Moines with the highest scoring jam of the game so far. Killman and Miggy now. And Miggy with lead. Miggy continuing to push, calling off the jam. Oh, I don't know. It's, again, watch those fingers. 3 Des Moines, 2 Columbia, net 1 for the Brats. 5-point game. Official timeouts. After 12 jams, 17 minutes, 4 seconds on the clock. Here with Columbia and Des Moines in the third place game of the Open Division. Des Moines Derby Brats, owned by Romina Muse, whose family in Italy owns a speed skating club. Romina grew up with speed skating and skated roller derby after moving from Italy to the United States. Her husband is Dante Muse, a world champion speed skater and roller derby player, and together they own a rink in Des Moines. Coach Mark Muse owns another rink. He was a speed coach for many years and a roller hockey player still. Biggie called on a track cut, Bug with lead, unopposed jammer-wise. All kinds of penalties going on. We'll check the board at the next stoppage. And did you see the attempt? You can position your teammates however you will, but oh my goodness, millimeters clearing that apex jump. 8 points for Bug and calling it off. See if there's any more. Looks like points for everyone that time. 11 for Bug, 4 for Miggy. 49-37. That's 7 for CJR. One Des Moines blocker in the box. Killman and Fun Size. And Killman with the lead. Wanted to call off the jam, I think. No, jam will continue, and that was no doubt a low block. Will be made official momentarily. Yeah, there we go. Fun Size with the power jam. And 4 points. Inside, nope. Gotta reset. Careful not to cut track. So one skater fouled out earlier with all cuts, I think. Killman back in play. 4-4 the count so far. Made that 8-4. We good? Nope. Killman called on a penalty there. A forearm it is. That was 2 penalties and a single jam. So 12-4 right now for Fun Size. 30 seconds remaining in the jam. Of course, lead jammer status goes away when you're called to the box, and no more so if you're called out twice. So only the clock can stop this jam. Penalty trouble for Des Moines right now, as you see the colors lighting up on your screen. Two minutes of hard-fought derby, and to show for it, Fun Size, 20 points at high-scoring jam of the game, and at 16, Des Moines with the lead by 4. (57-53) in favor of the Des Moines Derby Brats over the Columbia Junior Rollers in the third place game of the JRDA Championships Open Division. Let's say we want to check out the penalty board, and Columbia Junior Rollers, just 2 skaters with 3 penalties. True Blockia with 3 track cuts. And, okay, I thought I saw some color on the far board there. Scream Puff with 6 already. Much like Press Your Luck, where they say you don't want to get a third whammy in the first round. 6 penalties in the first half, quite unusual. Back to live action, Yeti and Tackleberry. Yeti with the lead. That is 3 in a row now for Columbia. Tackleberry called out on a forearm. Power jam it is. 3-on-3 in the pack. Woo! Maintains control and stays in bounds to complete the scoring trip. That was the 8th point. And again, this time backwards. Did not finish the trip, but more points, 2 more. 63-57, lead change. First scoreless jam for Des Moines in 5. Of note, Columbia has scored in every jam last 8. Bug and Tackleberry. And it is Bug with the lead. That makes 4 in a row now. Going with 1 blocker in the box. That will carry over into the next jam. Penalty time pauses. Time in the penalty box, rather, pauses between jams. 11.5 minutes to go in the first. No score to show for that. 63-57. Score holds. 6-point game. Always 30 seconds between jams. Bing bong and fun size. So y'all have me doing it now. There you go, say it. That's 5 in a row for Columbia. Fun size breaches the pack. Being chased. Yet. Was going to be chased about the pivot. Thought better of that. Jam's over. 4 points scored. Ten-point game now. 10.5 minutes to go in the first. This could be an epic right before the championship doubleheader. So glad you're here to see it. Yeti, Tackleberry. Again. Yes. Tight rotations. Identical rotations. Lead jam Yeti. That is 6 now in a row. And you'd think it would be bearing out in the score, but remember that 20-point jam by Fun Size because of the 2 penalties in that jam. 4-0, 71 Columbia, 57 Des Moines. 2-jam, 8-point rally following a 0-0 jam before that. Coach Eddie with some quick advice and timeouts. A team timeout by Des Moines. Championship doubleheader coming up after the end of this game. Of course, skaters still need to warm up. It's running a little behind today, but you'll leave the stream up. Santa Cruz, Rose City, followed by Philly and Spokane. And whoever you're cheering for, go ahead and let them see it. Let them hear it wherever you are. Share the link and who you're watching. See a sign for Babs the Breaker. I'm going to read this verbatim. This is it. Babs the Breaker, she, her. Somebody once wrote a song about me. I can wink with both eyes at the same time. I've only ever lived in South Carolina. My mom once convinced me I had 2 extra ribs. My sister looks like Edna from The Incredibles, Savage Patch Kid. There's another, sorry, I missed that connection. I can make minute rice in 58 seconds. I love eggs, love in all caps. I only wear 4-inch high heels so I can be 6 feet tall. That from Babs the Breaker. Bug and Miggy. Haven't seen this matchup actually in about 6 jams. Just saying. Bug with the lead. Wow, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Starting to show in the score. Oh, excellent. Attempt at a block, but not to be. 4-1. $75-58, 8.5 to go. Yeti and Tackleberry saw this a jam ago. It is Yeti with the lead, continuing the streak. And by streak, I don't mean Jeremy Strecker. I mean 8 jams in a row. Wait a minute. Yeti to the box on a cut. Tackleberry. Power jam. And actually, Tackleberry was called lead. Correction. 8 points now. And misconduct by Yeti. So that's a minute. Huge opportunity for Des Moines, and trip complete. Lots of misconduct penalties this weekend, I will say. Got to be quick to leave the track, and any number of things could be misconduct. But just saying, I have seen more of those this weekend than in a long, long time. See a forearm being called. 1 blocker each in the box. 3-3 in the pack. 15 seconds remain. Both jammers are scoring and carrying on, and Tackleberry calling off the jam. Trying to stop any more from Columbia there, having scored 4. 22 points by Tackleberry. That is a record for the game by 2, and a 1-point lead for Des Moines. $80-79, Des Moines Derby Brats. Bing Bong and Fun Size. Jammers engage, and lead is Fun Size. It's not showing yet, but yeah, lead is Fun Size. Now calling off the jam. Perhaps wanting to make sure, yes, being pointed at. It was not showing on the board, however. 4 points. 4 unanswered points. And that's the first time that Columbia has been scoreless, while Des Moines has earned points since jam number 7, and that's jam number 21 we had. 84-79, 5-point lead for the Des Moines Derby Brats. Battling, and yes, battling for third place in the Open Division for JRDA Championships. Championship doubleheader coming up, starting with the female division, Santa Cruz, Rose City, followed by the Open Division, Philly and Spokane. After this, another 30 minutes of Derby, following 5 minutes, 24 seconds more after this official timeout. Among the coaching staff for Des Moines, Riley Meyer, who was an aged-out junior in 2021, second year of coaching the Brats All-Stars. Also, Chase Frederigill, aged out, a junior 2019, fifth year coaching the Brats Bravo team, first year coaching the Brats All-Stars he is. Jane Hernandez, fifth and final year coaching the Brats All-Stars. Dara Sophia played for the Brats All-Stars before aging out in 2019. Jane also the treasurer of the Junior Roller Derby Association. And, of course, head coach Mark Muse. And say no more. That's the name says it all. Mark Muse. If you know, you know. Bug and Miggy, you know. And it is Miggy with lead. Looking to build on a momentum of a 5-point lead. However much that is, it is a close game, you know. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. Calling off the jam in time. 3 sets of hips were passed, 87-79. 2 jam, 7-point rally by Des Moines. Four minutes, 20 seconds and counting. With Bug and Tackleberry. Tackleberry power jam following that Bug track cut. Building on the lead. 4 points. Approaching the wall, now more of a mixed pack. Staying in and, oh, wow. Applaud the defense, though. 8 now. Bug standing and on the track. Pack favoring Des Moines by 1 blocker, 12 points, Tackleberry. And with both jammers out, jam called 16. 103-79. That is now the rally continues. 23 points over 3 jams for Des Moines. 45-4 over the last 4. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. With Bing Bong and Fun Size A rematch from a couple jams ago. Through, the no pass, no penalty it is. So lead jam. Did not everybody pass upright, inbounds in play, all that. Fun size did earn lead following that, and immediately calling off the jam, not risking anything there. So 0-0. Minute 40 to go. The final jam possibly coming up. Can last a full 2 minutes or until the lead jammer calls it off. It'll be jam number 25. Fast-paced first half. Here in the third place game of the Open Division. Yeti and Miggy. And it is Yeti. First one in a bit for Columbia. However, 2 blockers in the box. That will affect the offensive power. Of course, both jammers out, as you see, and 3 to show. First 3 and 4 jams. The rally ends 82-103. Clock ticking down. Time for one more jam. And will it be Bing Bong or Tackleberry? It will be Tackleberry. Des Moines blocker to the box. Columbia blocker set to return. Period is expired. A minute 30 to go in the jam. That's up to the lead jammer. Star pass is Savage Patch Kid. First successful star pass of the half. And Savage Patch Kid, well, through. 4-4 it is. Tackleberry called on a high block, so this power jam carries on. Nobody can call it now. 53 seconds remain. Savage Patch Kid with 8. Tackleberry standing. And that is 12. And that is the high-scoring jam of the game for Columbia. Jam carries on, 27 seconds. Tiptoeing, no! Not to be. 13 seconds. Both jammers scoring. Excellent block, recycling. No, don't want to risk being out of play. 4 points. Columbia and Tackleberry back to the box. It will be a power start when we pick up again after halftime. Columbia 20 points to Des Moines 4 net 16. And just like that, again, a 5-point game. Official review being called. Don't go anywhere. Official review called by Columbia. Some huge jams for Des Moines, but more jams with more points, potentially, by Columbia. Leads kind of split, you see. Chublaka and Valentine Massacre with 4 penalties each. Scream Puff still with 6. Rose and Miss Mayhem with 5, respectively, each. You see the tablets everywhere all weekend. That's how we're able to get the instantaneous information. Captain Crunchberry going over to the penalty box. We see a full penalty box for Des Moines. And that appears to be how we will start the second half. And there it is, Bug and Tackleberry. Of course, Tackleberry having a low block at the end of the last jam, so that carries over. With the lead, so the jam could be called off at any time unless we go full 2 minutes. Oh, nope. Bug called on a high block. So the jam will go the remainder of the time limit of 2 minutes. And points on the board for Tackleberry. And through again, that will make 8. Yes, all 4 blockers pass. Bug out. Miss Mayhem called on a forearm, 4-1-1 Bones direction of gameplay. Was previously. Inside, oh, yes, inside open, 1 blocker, but still able to pass. 12-12 the count. Oh, and again, did you miss it? Well, there it is again. Bug looking to match those points, but look at the defense. A little bit of offense being run. $16-16, perhaps? If that's 20-16, net 4 for Des Moines. Fun to watch, but yeah, every point counting, and 20-16 it is. 131-118 in favor of the Des Moines Derby Brats. 27.5 minutes till we decide third place in the Open Division. Yeti and Miggy. Bones, Brickhouse, DeSlea, and Hopeless blocking for Des Moines. Mad Danger, Chublaka, Valentina Massacre, and 934 Tank. Joining Yeti for Columbia. Doing direction calls. And also legal contact by Hopeless. Yeti with lead and carrying on. Miggy had completed the initial pass, but nothing to show for it. 8 points for Columbia. 126-131. 5-point game, just like that. Bug and Fun Size. And Jammer. Oh! You don't normally see jammer engagement that extreme, but there you go, calling off the jam in time. So nothing to show for it, but wow. That's one way to force a call off. I don't know if Mark was saying good or don't do that, one or the other, but don't see it too often anymore. Bug and Tackleberry. Tackleberry joined by Bones, Brickhouse, DeSlea, and Hopeless. Bug called on a back block. Jammers will switch. We had dueling jammer penalties rather quickly. Dueling back blocks it was. Both will serve at the same amount of time, and yeah, both are back on the track already. Well, until a forearm was called, I'm not seeing who will leave the track for the forearm, but I saw a forearm called. Oh, I was on Tackleberry. So Power Jam Bug. Watch the good recovery from the maneuvering. I was afraid there were some skate issues. Low block called on Brickhouse. .47 seconds remaining in the jam. .30 seconds remaining in the jam. And that is the 8th point by Bug. Tackleberry still working. And great defense there by Brickhouse on the previous attempt. And offense for that matter. 8-1 at 7. 11-1 rather. At 10 for Columbia. 5-point game. No matter how you slice it, it's been a 5-point game. 4-point game. Okay. Even better, maybe, depending on who you're cheering for. 137-133 it is. 22:45 to go. Wow. Championship games coming up. This is the 3rd place game. Bing Bong and Mickey. Mickey with lead. Bing Bong joined by Savage Patch Kid and Halo. Roland Riesma in the penalty box. Roland Riesma had been called on illegal procedure. 4 points, Miggy. 136-137, 1-point game. After this team timeout by Columbia. 21:54 to go in the game. Again, championship doubleheader. Sunday, right here Female division and open division, respectively, Santa Cruz, Rose City, followed by Philly and Spokane. We'll also have the award ceremony right here on the stream, so keep that up. I'm seeing some color on the penalty board across from me, so let's check that out. 5 penalties for Bug. Other than that, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, that tells the story. Scream Puff and Miss Mayhem with 6. Rose, Tackleberry, Bones, Brickhouse, all with 5. Yeti Fun Size. And Fun Size lead 2 in a row now for Des Moines. Just trailing by 1 point. Calling off the jam in time. Forearm call on Joe Mama. Also, 1 blocker standing for Columbia in the penalty box, so 3-3 when we start up again. 21-15 to go in the game. 4 points were scored, 140-137. In favor of Des Moines Derby Brats. In position in time, yes, Bing Bong and Tackleberry. And Tackleberry with the lead. Tank among the defense there and forcing the call off. 4 points, 144-137. 20 minutes, 18 to go. It is Bug, and it is Miggy. No pass, no penalty. Lead is open. Or no, Bug. I say Bug is lead, but jam called. Let's. Mark Muse asking about that. Because I saw no pass, no penalty, but then 4 points were scored, making it a 3-point game, 141-144. (19-14) and counting. We're going to. Is the game going to continue with the referees? And all right, yes. Still watching the game. 2 penalties for Des Moines currently. We'll make that Fun Size with a back block. Bing Bong with the lead. Whew. Fun Size with a back block. As we said, so Bing Bong carries on. Workhouse out of play from a high block. Oh! Bing Bong with the lead, 1 minute to go. Fun size out of the pack. Bing bong. Completes the scoring trip, 16 points. Jam continues. Des Moines may have scored there, but would not have been any more than single digits. 16-2, net 14 for Columbia, 157, 146. 17:40 to go. Ties a high-scoring jam of the period for Columbia, that 16-point jam. 17 and a half minutes on the clock. And timeout. And I think we know what the timeout was about. Brickhouse, yes, fouling out. Screen Puff with 6 and more of the team than not with 5. Is that everybody? Yeah, especially now. Back and forth, back and forth. As you see it graphed out. I just noticed on the Columbia biographical information, I need to, I talked about Babs the Breaker. Well, Savage Patch Kid has a retort further down on the page. I ate my twin in vitro. I love thunderstorms. I can make minute rice in 59 seconds. I hate eggs. My sister looks like Raggedy Ann, and I'm double jointed in all my fingers. That's if your local team does shout outs where the announcers say whatever, I've had that before. Some dueling information. I'm glad I noticed. That's why we had time. All right, back to business. It's Tackleberry with lead. Tank got the star and called on a forearm. No, Tank called on a forearm, yet he's still the jammer. We have a race anyway. So that will do it for the jam. 4 points. $157, $150. Who you got? I have no idea. But the rules of flat track roller derby do stipulate that when the clock expires, the team in the lead wins. Otherwise, we have overtime, which I can count on one hand the number of times I've been involved with. Actually, I can count on one finger the number of times I've been involved with. It goes kind of like sudden scoring, but you only do it once, unless there's another tie. One blocker in the box, favoring Des Moines, this tough pack. Bug and Tackleberry. And Tackleberry out with lead. Looking to make up at least 7 of those points. Bug called on direction. That is a call, waiting on that to come through. So Power Jam Tackleberry already putting 4 points on. Everything has to be in the proper skating direction, counterclockwise, through on the inside for another 4, making 8. And Jam called to ice the jammer. Jammer standing. Fewer than 10 seconds to serve. Good awareness there. Des Moines leads by 1 with that. Des Moines on a 2-jam, 12-point rally following a 16-2 jam in favor of Columbia. Back and forth, back and forth. Miggy with the power start. Bug returns. Miggy with lead, joined by Hopeless, Rose, also Bones. And a what happened there kind of look, 0-0. Maintaining the 1 point lead. 2 points. There it is. 2 points scored. Timeout. 160-157. 3 point lead by Des Moines. A lot of skaters watching, and they're checking out strategies, positioning, and all. Glad you're here. And parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings. You too. Yeti and Fun Size now, 14 minutes in the game. And it is Yeti out and lead. Oh, through it, calling it in time. Was it? I don't know, was it? It was. 161-160, lead change. Both teams with one timeout and an official review remaining, 13-16 to go. Jam is on. Bug and Tackleberry. One blocker in the box for Des Moines. Tackleberry with lead, though. Joined again by Hopeless and Rose and number 15, Deslea. Bug will be looking for some offense and defense by, well, not anymore. Hey, Savage Patch Kid was in there. 4 points. Lead change. 164-161 in favor of Des Moines. 12 and a half minutes to go. Bing Bong and Miggy. Bing Bong, yep. I thought so. Bing Bong did false start just by a hair, but did hold hands up and say, okay, and then carried on and then earned lead. Again, that is not a penalty unless you do not just hold back for a second, say, okay, sorry, and carry on. And that's it. 4 points for Columbia. 165-164. Lead change. And if you like this, championship doubleheader coming up. Can't say it enough. This is the third place game, and not to discount it, but my goodness, it's come down to this. This is epic. This is like nothing we've seen since, I think, game number 1 of the weekend. Remember that? Bug and Fun Size lead. Bug looking for help from Savage Patch Kid. Also 1989 Bamsa Breaker. 28 Halo and 14 Roland Riesma. Meanwhile, Fun Size joined on the track by Hopeless, Rose, 411 Bones, and 15 Deslea. So we're seeing, just as we did with the Jammers, we're seeing a lot of the same lineups coming back about every other jam. Direction called on Rose. Bug called on a track cut, and from the FO, that appears to be the 7th penalty and will end Bug's weekend. Fun Size with the power jam, 50 seconds remaining in the jam. Fun Size with lead, though, and calling it off. "12 points, and that is more points than has been scored since Bing Bong did it 7 jams ago. Lead change. And back to action. Columbia loses the official review. But Yeti with lead. Perhaps wanting to review the track cut, and that came up in a previous game. If a skater fouls out, might be a chance to try to appeal on their behalf. 168, 176. So Columbia chipping away. 9:21 to go. I knew Bing Bong was jamming just from hearing the crowd before it. Miggy with lead, though. I love the support we're getting from everyone. Keep it up. Whether you're virtually here or here in the live studio audience and listening to the stream. And we know you're not on the Wi-Fi. Thank you. Outside open, Miggy with 4. Bing Bong with a star stash, still eligible to score. You can't score without it on your head, but you can break through the pack. Inside, no! Caught by Hopeless. 999 Miss Mayhem with a low block, and that will be the final penalty and final jam for Miss Mayhem. Also 247 Hopeless with a low block and 7th penalty as well. An official tie. This is not official yet till there. I see it called, but it hasn't been. There we go. Official timeout called from the penalty box, and I think you pretty much see why. 11 for Des Moines, 4 for Columbia. 172, 187. Des Moines leading by 15, and we haven't had a disparity like that. And you call 15 points a disparity in this half at all. Des Moines foul-out skaters do not have to leave the building, but they do have to clearly not be affecting gameplay or parts of the game. And they will, of course, be escorted by a designated escort for safety purposes. Make sure everyone knows where everyone is. So 11-4, and that's 7 for Des Moines. That's how that last jam ended. 172, 187 it is. 7:43 to go. And of course, when there's a foul out, that means someone has to serve the remainder of the time in the penalty box. So box, still 2 blockers in the box, as you see, showing in red. Fun Size jamming, but it is Columbia with the lead. Identifying the jammer, that is Yeti. Spins and calls it off. Four points, but 4 points is 4 points at this point. Point taken. 176, 187. Entering jam number 20, 7 minutes to go. Yeti and Tackleberry. Yeti staying out. Going with what works. Yeti with lead. 11-point game, 6.5 minutes to go. Inside. Oh! Passing to Slayo in the air. And that ices one blocker for Des Moines in the box. Another 4 points, 7-point game. Blocker standing in the box, so won't take too long. 5:54 to go. Bing Bong and Miggy. High blocks on either side. And Bing Bong with lead, Miggy foremost, so calling off the jam, not risking anything there, but it does take 30 seconds off the clock. 7-point game continues. Yeti and Fun Size. Columbia 2 blockers in the box. Fun Size with the lead. Remaining on the track for Columbia, 0-1-3 in 1989. Savage Patch Kid and Babs the Breaker. That's it for the jam. As Des Moines scoring 4 and calling it 191-180, 11-point game again. 4:28 to go. One Des Moines blocker sitting in the box, 2 Columbia blockers standing in the box. Official timeout being called from the penalty box, as there's a switch out, and Joe Mama will carry on for Rose. Bing Bong and Tackleberry. And that is Tackleberry, yes, lead jammer. And through! And calling it off! Is that it? Points-wise? 4? Just making sure none of that was matched. Yeah, 4 points. 15-point game in a 2-jam, 8-point rally, but that doesn't seem like much, but my goodness, the way this is going, it is. 15-point game, 3.5 minutes to go. Still anybody's game. You've tuned in at the right time. Where were you earlier? If you're waiting on the next game, keep waiting. Watch this. And lead for Bing Bong. Two Des Moines blockers out. Stormin DeSlaya in the game. Joe Mama coming back in, but jam is called. 4 points, Columbia. 184-195. $11-point game. We've said that before. 2:45 to go. Tackleberry and Yeti. Tackleberry, no! Call to the box. Yeti on the initial trip. And lead. Whoa! Yes, 4 points. It's on the board. Tackleberry with a back block. That was the penalty. Yeti again. 8. 3-point game. Both jammers out. Tackleberry on the initial. And jam called. Nothing on the last attempt. 12 points. Columbia regains the lead. 1 point game. A minute 15 and counting. This could be it or not. Jammer race, but it is Tackleberry with lead. No, it is Bing Bong with lead. Make sure that's right. Jam called. Either way, that's going to take time off the clock. The clock is running. I'm not a coach, but this would be a good time to, I don't know what, but don't listen to me. 1 point. There it is. Clock stops. I was about to say, let's get as much derby in as possible. But again, I'm not your coach. Wherever you are, let them hear it. Let them see it. 196, 195, 1 point game. Columbia leading going into what probably will be the final jam. 34 seconds remaining. Des Moines calling its final timeout. Here it is. Yeti and Tackleberry to skate us out. And it is Tackleberry. Yeti called out. Tackleberry with lead and scoring. Jam called on the left apex for safety. The score actually has been updated. My best guess was that the jam had been called before the points had been scored. And if that is the case, then we are back where we started with 196-195, a 1 point game in favor of Columbia. The penalty whiteboard is out. 0-1-3. Savage Patch Kid will need to report to the penalty box. So a blocker and a jammer in the penalty box, both jammers standing. This jam will start from the box. And remember, lead jammer status is open, no matter where you start. And we're going to switch out jammers. Starting the jam from the penalty box. Were they released? Yes. Yeti got the jump. Fun size, not so sure, but yes, released. Fun size with lead. Des Moines needs to make up 1 point, 2 to win. Yeti is through. Those penalties have been served. Both jammers are on the track. Never mind the colors. Racing pack. A minute 24 to go. It's up to Fun Size. Passes one. At least one. Calls it. Let's see. There was one blocker each in the penalty box. So that would mean that they were scored upon, as well as that one other blocker that was in play on the track. Overall, it appears to be 3 points and a 2 point win for Des Moines. That is unofficial. Don't you go anywhere. Let's hear it for everybody. I don't care where you are, who you're cheering for. Couldn't ask for a better third place game than this. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to whatever music you've got going. As unofficially Des Moines by 2 over the Columbia Junior Rollers of South Carolina. Hugs all around. Congratulations, everybody. That is the unofficial score. Officials will check everything before that is declared. But you had the points in the penalty box, the points on the track, totaling 3. If you ask me, they're all winners, even if they have to do push-ups. Is there a side bet going on to this? Anyway. Still unofficial, so kind of a muted venue right here. I mean, celebrating, but not, of course, good sporting here, not taking the victory lap yet because it's not official. Will Ryder just passed the fans and told them to back up and sit down, and then 1 point has been put on the clock. Or 1 second, rather, has been put on the clock. Thank you, Rippy. She's watching out for me. 1 second on the clock. No more points, but 198, 196. Yep. Well, if there's 1 second on the clock, that means that there's time for one more jam. Jane's hair is standing on end. That's how dramatic this is. She'll hear that later. Well. And that's Welp with the P. Columbia down 1 blocker. Des Moines down 2 blockers in the penalty box. Columbia blocker standing. 2187 fun size. And number 5, Bing Bong. Des Moines ahead by 2. This is it. Bing Bong with lead. I waited until it showed up on the screen. Pack stopped. Bing Bong calls it. Oh my goodness. That's too close to call, I gotta say. Well, definitely the clock has run out. (3-3) 201 199. If that jam is a wash, Des Moines unofficially the winner. Don't go anywhere. We thought it was over before, didn't we? Hall & Oates playing on one of the adjoining courts. That is not us. Well, I wouldn't mind throwing back to a game like this anytime. So 3-3, if that jam is a wash, again, Des Moines maintaining that 2-point lead that we thought may have decided the game earlier. Also, there's a down skater outside of camera range, so if we do victory laps, and that's an if we do victory laps, we'll be mindful of that. But again, officials, coaches still discussing all the finer points that would make this a Des Moines win. At least that's what it appears to be on the scoreboard. And look at all that red on the tablet. Those are fouled out skaters. But Des Moines keeping it together with just the remainder. Rolling whistle. That is the final. That is third place. But boy, if you want to talk about 3 and 3A as far as I'm concerned, my goodness, it doesn't get any closer than that. Des Moines Derby Brats over the Columbia Junior Rollers. I want to see this again next year. I don't know about you. But we'll check the numbers and step aside and be back for the championship doubleheader just as soon as it's up. What a game. Glad you could see it live. The final seconds, the second added to the clock to clarify, and got with my colleague downstairs, Pops, who pointed out that Columbia had called a timeout before the time had expired. That was acknowledged, but it was after the clock had expired, so one more jam was run and one more second was added to the clock. That was made good, but ended up not having a bearing on the final.
Yeah.
But that was, but it was acknowledged, and
Yes.
Everything was done to make the situation correct. That Columbia did call a timeout.
So yeah, I mean, when you hear folks chanting one more jam, there you go. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
When that happens.